Welcome back, Chiefs fans, to Over 50. So today, on the first day of the brand new NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs didn't waste any time releasing linebacker Anthony Hitchens. I don't want this to come across the wrong way when I say this, but I was kind of glad to see this happen. I don't have any issues with Anthony Hitchens. He played well for us. He was a mentor to the younger guys. But this past season, I just couldn't understand why Anthony Hitchens was getting so many snaps over Nick Bolton and Willie Gay Jr. So with the Chiefs, I'm expecting them to probably play quite a bit of nickel next year. The Chiefs have gone ahead and released Hitchens. As you can see where I've got it highlighted here, this will save $8.4 million against their salary cap in 2022. So this is just a lot of things. Obviously, as I've alluded to, it sort of passes the torch to Willie Gay Jr. and Bolton, Nick Bolton. So that's a good thing to see. If we can not manage to bring back Ben Neiman, who's a free agent, I would be totally on board with that idea too. This $8.4 million against the salary cap in 2022 puts the Chiefs, I think we're about, I want to say $3.5 million. This would put you at roughly almost $12 million with cap money to spend. That's not enough to work out a deal with Orlando Brown Jr. So I would expect the Chiefs to franchise tag the left tackle. All teams can franchise one player every year, and that has to happen by the 8th. So I would imagine the Chiefs to probably wait until maybe the 6th or the 7th before they do that, just in case a deal can get worked out. But if they can't work out a deal, it's not a big deal. You give him the franchise tag. I think he gets an average salary for that year of the top 5 players at his position, and then that gives you a year to go ahead and get him a deal that he'll be happy with, and secure him for the future. Anthony Hitchens played well for the Chiefs, so it's sad to see him go, but at the same time, it's time to move on. Now that brings up to another thought, with Charvarius Ward being a free agent and probably going to be very popular with other teams that are looking for a cornerback. And I don't know if the Chiefs want to pay Charvarius Ward what he might get elsewhere. I could see him probably getting $10 million a year, $9-10 million. I just don't know if the Chiefs are ready to do that yet. So Malcolm Butler, this is an article from Fanside. It says that the Chiefs should consider the free agent as a target. Reports say Butler is ready to unretire. He was slated to play for the Cardinals. I'm hovering over the highlights for you here. But he walked away from the game in August after about making it through training camp and the preseason. And I'm going to go to another article here that talks about why maybe he shouldn't be signed, but that's from another team's perspective. So he wasn't sure. He didn't make his reasons known for walking away. The Cardinals therefore released him from the reserve retired list. That means he can sign with any team at any time. So I would say the Chiefs should go ahead and take a flyer on him. Bring him in, see what he's got. I mean, you've got Rashard Fenton, you've got L'Jarius Sneed. You probably need to draft a corner anyway. Maybe you can find somebody in free agency that could help out. But what does it hurt to take a look at Malcolm Butler? If he's got what it takes, then you get a pretty good deal. Now he hasn't played in over a year, and he's already into his 30s. He'll be 32 in March. So he's getting to that part of his career where play drops off. Now, I'm going to use that as my springboard into this other fan-sided article about why the Texans should absolutely ignore signing him. And this basically says that as he tries to restart his career 1 year after retiring, that teams may be tempted to sign the Super Bowl legend. We're not going to talk about it as if it was defensive pass interference. That's kind of funny. Here's one reason why Houston should not sign Butler. He retired last year after losing his starting job to a rookie cornerback in Arizona. If that's not a sign to hang up your career, then I don't know what is, but it hasn't stopped Tyrod Taylor from playing. So once again, it doesn't hurt anything to give it a look. I mean, if your whole purpose was to bring him in to be your number one shutdown, put him on an island kind of guy, and hope for the best, I don't think that's a good idea. Could he be a solid number two? I don't know. You got to see what he's got. I mean, 2 years ago, he had, I think, 100 tackles and 14 pass breakups. And then last year, you got this report that, he lost his job to a rookie. Well, maybe he was irritated at that, decide, what, I'm done with this. I'm not going to play anymore. Maybe now he's like, what, I didn't handle that right. I'm going to go ahead and give it another shot, see if someone will give me a chance. I mean, I can't imagine that he would cost a whole lot. So I would say that the Chiefs should probably go ahead and make this happen. But if we look further at this article, it says the Houston Texans must know Butler drama goes further than Arizona. Those who watched the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Eagles probably remember that Butler was benched due to a coaching decision, but also was reportedly due to a conflict Butler had with the Patriots defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. Well, Matt Patricia, we saw what he did in Detroit. Not a whole heck of a lot. So like I said, we could get all wrapped up in this article, but I think the Chiefs should take a look at Malcolm Butler. I think Anthony Hitchens being let go was a good move by the Chiefs. What I'd like to hear is what you have to say. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you like the video, hit the like button. Drop a comment down below. I'm trying to block this light behind me because the grandkids are running all throughout the house, and I wanted to try to get this recorded. I like to try to bring you news as I see it, but this is not my day job. I'd like it to be, but that's a long ways from happening. But hit that subscribe button would help a lot. Share this video with your friends out there. And until next time, Chiefs fans, when something else happens or I got something newsworthy to report, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Later.